Welcome to The Drip. Hey guys, it's Ben with Be Humble Records coming at you with what I like to affectionately call The Drip, Episode 1. Basically what this is me showing you what's new to the collection recently. This could be old stuff, new stuff, across the board. Let's dive in. First one is the new Josh Ritter album. I Believe in You, My Honeydew. This is released this year. I love Josh Ritter. I love everything he does. I am a completist. Try to get everything that he produces because I think he's one of the best songwriters of the last 25 years. This one came on a blue, green, and pink swirl. Check that out. It's freaking amazing. These were only pressed, 500 of them were pressed. So that's kind of cool. If you're not familiar with who Josh Ritter is, he's kind of an indie acoustic singer-songwriter. Great songwriter. And the highlight track on this one is Wild Ways. Check that one out. Next, we have Alfa Mist. Alfa Mist is from the UK. He's a jazz pianist. And he just puts out some beautiful stuff. This one came out in 2023. My highlight on here would be Cycles, is one of my favorite songs on the album. But the whole album is just brilliant. Next we have Cautious Clay, Karpeh. It's also autographed by him. I forgot to mention that earlier. A lot of these are autographed. He is a great saxophonist, flautist, just jazz, hip hop, all across the board. Amazing artist. I really enjoy him. The song on here to listen to is Yesterday's Price. It features Emmanuel Wilkins on sax and Ambrose Akinmusire as well. And great sounding album. I highly recommend it. That one came on like the sea foam green or Coke bottle green or whatever. Really cool album. Next, we have Andy Gullahorn. This one also is signed. This is Winning Streak. Andy is a singer-songwriter, probably one of the better guitar players I've ever witnessed play live. He's from Tennessee. I've been following his career since the beginning. I have everything. This is his first album on wax, so that's kind of cool. This is a great album all the way around. Andy's fun, and he's got this satirical way of writing, but at the end of the song, it kind of punches you in the gut a little bit, and you think about your life a little bit differently. So the song that I really recommend on here is God Is in No Hurry, which I think he co-wrote with Sky Peterson. It's a very powerful song. And that one came on this red wax. Beautiful, you know. Just overall great album. Next, we have the 20th anniversary of Headphones, which, if you are a fan of David Bazan or T.W. Walsh, this is them. This album is different. It's cool. It's little electronic indie pop kind of deal. It was pressed on this. 500 copies of this were made. It's just beautiful splatter, you know. And the highlight song on here for me, I mean, it's all good, but Gas and Matches is just a great song on that album. It also came with a 7-inch with the 5-chord and gas and matches on it, and so that was really cool. I love that. I love 7-inches. I collect them like they're spare change in an old man's car. Next we have, he's kind of a local Portland guy, and I've been following his career for almost 30 years. But his name is Drew Grow, and the Pastor's Wives. This is a great album. It's kind of alt rock, indie pop, Baroque, in your face stuff. Really, really cool. This album came out in 2010. Drew was in a band called 5 O'Clock People back in the day. It was definitely like an indie Christian band. And this album is kind of a little bit like his deconstruction from the church a little bit. And it's kind of a no holds bar album. Kind of like he lights the match and lets it go. But great album overall. If you could find it, I would highly recommend it. Song on here to find is Bootstraps. There's a couple others on there as well that are just really big highlights and whatnot, but Bootstraps is definitely the one you want to listen to. This came on White Wax. Beautiful, right? Next, we have Ambrose Akinmusire. No, I'm probably saying that wrong. Another jazz album. This is Owl Song, and it features Bill Frisell and Herlin Riley. Bill on guitar and Herlin on drums. And Ambrose on trumpet. I really like Ambrose, and just a lot of the stuff that he does. Some jazz just doesn't hit for me. This hits for me. And the song you want to look for on here is Grace. Grace is a great song on here. Good album. It was put out by None Such Records, so like it's probably pretty good because None Such puts out some really good music. So yeah. Next, we have Slang. Cockroach in a Ghost Town. This is from 2022. It's indie rock at its finest. It's Drew Grow again, from the Pastor's Wives and 5 O'Clock People. It also has Janet Weiss from Sleater Kinney and Quasi, and Kathy Foster from the Thermals, and then Anita Lee Elliott. This is such an eclectic album, but it's such a frenetic, beautiful mess, I gotta say. And they do a song on here. Show you this. I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell. This is actually purple. It's like a deep purple, like Prince purple. But they do a cover of Hit the City by Mark Landgren. And it's so good. So good. Check it out. Next, we have Subways on the Sun and their album Capsize. This was put out by Spartan Records, and I like a lot of what Spartan does. It was in 2018 that this was out. It's kind of indie rock. There were only 250 copies of this, and I was lucky enough to find it way after the fact. And this just came in. It's beautiful. I love it. It's got Eric Newbill of the band Fair in it, Nick Barber of the band Fair, Poor Old Lou, Rose Blossom Punch, if you're a fan of those guys. And then it also has Jesse Sprinkle on it. And I'm a big fan of the Sprinkle brothers, Aaron and Jesse. And Jesse of Poor Old Lou, Rose Blossom Punch. I mean, he's in everything, which is awesome. This is a great, like, poppy indie rock album, and the title track, Capsize, is probably the one that I would recommend the most from this. It's just good stuff. Next, we have Bongo Chico. This album just came out in 2025. It is Tim Foreman, the bass player from Switchfoot, his side project. And I love supporting anything that the Switchfoot boys do. So I picked this up. This is kind of like sunshine, pop rock, like interesting stuff, like fun. And Tim kind of gets overshadowed a lot by his brother John in Switchfoot, but Tim is a very talented musician. And this is a good album to check out. Cool thing is Tim's son, Jetty, sings on this album as well. So that's kind of cool father-son involvement there. I would highly recommend Losing the War on this one. It came with a signed insert, and it was on white wax. So good album. Check it out. And then last, we have somebody from the vinyl community. Dom from Seeking a Thread put out an album with his band Material Objects in revision. And I guess there were only 200 copies of this made. This is a good album. Very indie rock, post-punk. I love it. And I love Dom's YouTube channel as well. Highlight track on here would be Dreaming Outside. For me, was the one that hit the hardest. So, and I don't know if you can see it, but I'm wearing the Material Objects t-shirt that was sent with it as well. So anyway, that is The Drip, number 1. Hopefully there will be more of these and that you guys like them. So, as always, stay humble and just have a great week.
If you're interested in hearing a few of the songs from these records, I've put a Spotify link below. Also, if you're interested in any of the bands, I put links to the bands and their websites.